Abigail Stearns.
And I'm Grace Clevesy, and we are co-directors of the play that you're about to watch.
This next play is called This Is Not a Drill. It is one that I wrote when I was a senior in high school. It tells the true stories of people who have experienced school shootings, and every character is closely based off of a real person.
This year there's been almost 50 school shootings in America. That averages out to about one per week. This topic is a very scary reality that we would like to discuss.
This Is Not a Drill does not use any special effects or sound effects, but since it is a very heavy topic, we want to let you know that if you would like to leave, now would be the time. Jen is standing by the door, ready to escort anybody out who needs to.
We have worked very hard with our cast to get these characters and their emotions moving. We are very excited for them to share these stories with you.
Without further ado, if everybody's all set, please welcome the very talented cast of This Is Not a Drill.
I wasn't planning on it, but I'll go if you are.
You can't have the real high school experience if you don't go to prom.
You're the only person trying for the high school experience. The rest of us are just trying to survive.
It's the start of something new.
Please don't do that.
It's from High School Musical.
I know. That's the problem.
It's just a joke, lighten up. Carlos.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Not much. We're still renovating, so I'm gonna head to Isabelle's after school if you want to join.
Wait, you guys are renovating?
Yeah, our basement flooded from the storm. We fixed literally everything.
Oh God, that's awful.
Not as bad as Mrs. Knight's jeans.
Stop, Carlos.
You guys, right?
I'm kidding. You're styling, Krista.
So that's Miss Knighting to you?
Is that a new book, Jessica?
Yeah, Miss Knighting gave it to me for my birthday.
Oh, cool. What's it about?
It's about orca whales. It's been my favorite recently.
So you're gonna study marine biology in college?
I was actually thinking about it. I'd love to be a marine biologist.
Oh my gosh. Talking about college, I just got an email from the University of Indianapolis, and they gave me a scholarship to be in the swim team.
Seriously?
Dang, you're one step closer to the Olympics.
I know. I'm hyped.
Have you been doing your college application, Carlos?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God.
I know. I don't know what I want to do yet. Okay, lay off.
Go in undecided and pick a major later. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but that feels wrong. Look, I'm the first person in my school. I'm the first person in my family to go to school in America. It needs to be right.
You don't have to have it all figured out.
Yeah, tell my family that.
Alrighty, guys. Happy Wednesday. Alright, to start off, we're going to take out last night's homework, and then I'm going to come around and collect them.
We had homework.
Oh my God.
I was at swim practice all night. Can I just come over here real quick?
No, you cannot. But I will give you, to the end of the day, your bin. If you don't want points, take it.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Miss Knight.
See? It was a normal day.
Normal class.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Then in a split second,
Everything changed.
What was that?
Could it have just been a locker?
then it happened again.
Everyone get under your desks. Now, this is not a drill! I texted the neighboring teachers. Student armed, in hallway, take cover, don't move. I was in shock. This is the town I grew up in. There's rarely ever violence there. People in this town spend their weekends going to Bible study and yoga classes. How could something like this even happen here?
I really didn't want to believe it at first, but with the classroom so silent, Miss Knighting's words just echoed in my head.
This is not a drill. It's not a drill.
Please, let this be a drill.
This is not a drill.
These are our last moments? What about my mom? And my sister?
This can't be real. No way this is happening.
It's my job to protect these kids. What if something happens to them on my watch?
I really didn't believe it until my friends from other classes started texting in the group chat saying things like,
Where is he now?
I think I just saw him down the hall.
No, he's near the science wing.
The art wing?
The English hall.
I think I just heard him.
Her?
Who is it?
no one could pinpoint where he was, who he or she was. Maybe they left the building already?
Only a couple of minutes have passed on the clock, but to me it felt like hours.
My thoughts were spinning around and around in my head, occasionally broken by the loudest sound I have ever heard.
Boom, boom, boom. I'll never get that sound out of my head.
This be my last moment alive.
What will my family think?
I wish with everything in me just to be back home now. Why couldn't I just go back in time?
But what about the Olympics? I had trained so hard for them. Did I really waste all the time I could have spent with my family on something I'm never going to do anyways?
My parents have no idea what's happening right now.
My parents.
My parents.
Mom, they're shooting up the school. I'm hiding. I love you.
I love you so much.
I'm scared that.
I'll miss you.
What do I do?
There must be a reason. Who would do such a horrific thing?
Why us?
Why here?
Why?
Why? Why? Why?
It felt like we were sitting there forever.
Boom.
Can't do this anymore.
Boom!
Time moved slower than ever.
It felt like we would never, ever get out of this moment.
I watched the people that I've known since I was 5 die right before my eyes.
Sometimes I know this sounds awful, but I wish I went with them.
It's like that moment never ended. It will always stick with me. I will always be brought back to this classroom with stupid nightmares and flashbacks.
What could you want from something like this?
People never believe that this will happen to them or their school.
And that's why we tell their stories.
Because we didn't think it would happen to us.
These are real stories from real people.
I'm Nicholas Stuart. On February 14th, 2018, I was shot and killed at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. My dreams of being an Olympics gone. I will never have a family. After my death, my parents struggled to move on. We were a family of 4, suddenly turned to a family of 3. My brother was also shot in the attacks, but he survived. Life has never, and will never, be the same for my family.
I wish I could thank Nicholas.
If I had survived, but they wouldn't have.
He saved my life. Nicholas was right next to me. As he fell, I matched his every move and hid under him and played dead as the shooting continued.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm a Laymance. I survived the shooting, and I graduated from Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in 2019. 17 students and staff were killed that Valentine's Day. And since then, I've been speaking out against gun violence in America. I spoke at the March for Our Lives, testified before the Senate and the House Judiciary Committees, and I graduated in college with a BA in criminal justice. I'm only 22 years old. I'm doing everything I can so that other people don't have to go through what I went through.
I'm Isabelle Laymance. I was a freshman at Santa Fe High School in Texas when 10 people were shot and killed on May 18, 2018. For 40 minutes, I hid in a supply closet while the shooter taunted us by saying, "Another one bites the dust," over and over and over. Although I survived, part of me died that day. I began showing signs of PTSD the day after the attack. I would freak out at the slightest sounds, and I memorized every single one of my family members' footsteps, so I always knew when someone new was at the house. I'll never be the same girl I was before that day.
I'm Jessica Ricos. I was one of the 20 young children killed in the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting on December 14, 2012. On the morning of December 14th, I remember waiting at the bus stop with my mom. We talked about Girl Scout cookies. I was so excited to sell them for the first time. When the bus arrived, I climbed in the first seat and waved out the window at my mom. 45 minutes later, I took my last breath. I was only 6 years old when I died. In 2013, my parents started a foundation which provides horseback riding lessons, lawn therapy, funding for whale research, as well as funding for the community to research security measures. If I was still alive today, my parents would see me graduate high school this year. But I'm not.
My name is Carlos Rodriguez. In 2018, I survived the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting. After the tragedy, I quickly realized that the media only covers the victims and the shooter, but not those who survived. My friend Anthony was shot 5 times in his classroom, and then spent the following weeks in the hospital. The media quickly moved on from his story, but I felt like his story needed to be told. So I recorded and shared his video online. And then a week later, I started the foundation, Stories Untold, which lets those who are left behind be heard. We try to give them a voice because they are able to inspire, motivate change, and heal. Many of my classmates have committed suicide since the shooting. And I want to let those who are out there with those same thoughts know that they're not alone. And that there is hope, light, and healing.
I'm Kristen Knight. In 2021, I was teaching my class at Griffin Middle School in Idaho when I heard gunshots coming from the hallway. I went out and began helping a student who had been injured. And then I saw someone holding a gun. It was a student. A young girl. Just white grass cat. I just knew when I saw the gun, I needed to get it. And I approached her slowly and took the gun out of her hands. And she allowed me to. She didn't give it, but she can fight. After I got the gun, I pulled her in for a hug. Because I thought that little girl has a mom somewhere who doesn't know that she's having a breakdown and she's hurting people. I held her until the police arrived. She just talked to me. She was very unhappy. She's just starting in life. She just needs some help so she can get back to a place where she can function in society.
Over 2,000 school shootings have happened since 1970, and that number is rapidly increasing.
18% of school shootings have happened since the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting in 2014.
In almost every documented case, the active shooter showed warning signs beforehand.
In 4 to 5 school shootings, at least one person knew of the plan, but didn't report it.
9 out of 10 gun deaths are people under the age of 19.
8 children die from gun violence every day in America, and another 32 are shot and injured.
About 3 million children in the U.S. are exposed to shootings every year.
Something as simple as a locked or hardened entryway can prevent these tragedies.
Children exposed to violence are more likely to abuse drugs, alcohol, suffer from depression.
Anxiety.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Fail or have trouble in school.
And engage in criminal activities.
We have to protect our children.
My name is Officer Gregg with the Lawrence Police. I need you all to put your hands where I can see them. I'm going to lead you all to the parking lot where your parents will come to pick you up. Stay in a single file line with your hands above your head. Walk as quickly as you can. Look straight ahead, and whatever you do, do not look down.